Welcome to the No Dress Code Pod, where we keep it real, celebrate Black excellence, and dive into the things that matter most. Tune in, vibe out, and let's get into it. Welcome to another episode of the No Dress Code Pod. I'm your favorite host, as well as your favorite hoochie, legs out, not open, Bree. And if this is your first time listening, or if you're a returning guest, and you already know what I'm going to say because you already know how I feel about you. Thank you. Because without you, where would I be? Now, before we get in today's episode, y'all already know how I'm coming. Y'all already know what's next. That's right, a mental health check-in. Drop it in the comments and let me know how your week's been. Now, I'm hoping and praying that your week's been amazing. But if it's not, there's nothing I can do for you in this moment but continue to speak it over you and pray that your week going forward is amazing. Also, today is Wednesday, so that means what? That's right. I only got to get through Thursday. Say Friday's work for Monday. Monday is never guaranteed. Now, again, this is coming from somebody who is conventionally employed, working on that, who's not fully conventionally employed. So do with that information what you may. If you get fired because you were saving Friday's work for Monday, I take no responsibility for that. That's just me. That's, me letting you know ahead of time. So my week has been okay. I did go to the gym 5 days a week last week. Whoop, whoop. Yes. Okay. Back to the base. I'm proud of myself. What else did I do last week? I didn't swim as much as I did the week prior. Oh, if I didn't tell you guys, I started swim lessons. Yeah. I don't know if I told you guys on the pod. I know I posted about it on Instagram. Well, I didn't post the full context of it. But a friend of mine had told me that if I learn to swim by their birthday, they'll take me on vacation, right? I told him I really didn't think that was gonna happen. Time was coming up. It was like January. I was like, you know what? We got like 6 months. I didn't realize that I was actually a better swimmer than I was giving myself credit for. So I was like, I don't think I'm gonna make it. I don't. But then I started swim lessons, I think in like April. Your girl's gonna make it. Your girl is swimming. Okay. She's swimming for sure. So what I used to say is I can survive. And I still say I can survive. My mindset when it comes to pools is always I can jump in. I know somebody's going to save me. And if that is not faith in God, I don't know what is. That is literally the definition of faith. The substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not yet seen. I'm hoping, the substance of me hoping, that if I get to drowning, somebody gonna hop in this thing and save me. There's been no evidence because I ain't had to test that theory out yet, but my assumption is one of y'all niggas gonna get in this pool and get to saving. I ain't been failed yet, though. That's all I'm gonna say. I haven't been failed yet. So do with that information what you may. Yeah, because me not feeling like I am a swimmer has never stopped me from doing anything. I will jump in a pool. I will jump in somebody's ocean. I will go down water slides. The only thing I probably won't do is like jump off of a cliff. I have a fear of heights. So if it involves a height, yeah, probably we're gonna talk about that one if it involves a height. I just want to give y'all a disclaimer, okay? Because I just feel like it's not coming through on camera, but I did do my hair and it's cuter in person. If I do say so myself. I think it's cuter in person than it might come through on camera. I don't know. I'll see in editing. But that's kind of how my week's been so far. I have just, tried to get back in the gym and be consistent again with that. I am in my swim girl era. I am officially learning to swim or become comfortable swimming is what I should say. Because I don't turn down no free trips. Okay, I'm gonna figure out how to get it any way I can get it. I didn't know how I was gonna work this swim lessons out, but I just knew. I might have told them I ain't think it was gonna happen, but I just knew it was gonna happen because God don't believe in letting me suffer too much. He been like, you've been suffering for too long, girl. It's been a while. You've been suffering for a while, girl, and you just need a little pick me up. A vacation is always a pick me up, and I want to say since I was like 18, give or take, go on vacation at least once a year. So these past 2 years that I ain't been on a vacation, probably like a year. How long have I been unemployed technically? I think it's been 2 years since I've been unemployed. So has it? No, it has to be longer than that. Oh, feels longer than that. I guess these last 2 years I've been unemployed. I don't think I've really been on a vacation. Probably have, but I don't really feel like I've been on enough vacations. I try to go on vacation at least once a year, and I know I don't believe I hit one in 2025. And that alone is depressing. So, yeah, I was gonna make this one 2026 for sure. So yeah, that I began swimming. If you want to follow my little journey, I'm not really documenting it on TikTok, but I did upload a few clips on my TikTok. I will leave that on the screen if you are interested in viewing it. What else is going on before I get into it? Oh, Mother's Day. Woo, tell me you're not a mother without telling me you're not a mother. Mother's Day is around the corner, you guys. I would have loved to have a mother on for the episode, but it ain't happened. And then like I said before, I do have a few guests that I am talking to. One of them has had their own how do I put it without putting their business, has had their own emergency, so they are currently just trying to figure things out for themselves right now. But the rest of y'all, I guess I'm gonna have to DM y'all again because come see me. Come see me. Yeah. So yeah, that's it. I hope you guys are having an amazing Mother's Day weekend. By the time this aired, it will have passed. But I hope you guys spent time with your moms. If they celebrate, mine's Jehovah's Witness, so she technically don't celebrate. But so I hope you guys, did for your mothers, loved on your mothers, did whatever it is that your mothers wanted. If they wanted some fucking alone time, I hope you gave them that shit. That's kind of all I got for the intro, y'all. But I do have an interesting topic for you. Well, I'm gonna say it's interesting. So for the most part, you guys know we kind of try to stay off of current events. Meg Thee Stallion and I feel like the boy's name is Clay Thomas. I want to say Thompson. I know it starts with a T though, but that's really none of my concern. Meg and Clay, they broke up. That was probably, I want to say, a rarity in our topics. Current events, celebrity issues are not our thing. But I do want to acknowledge off topic. if you have listened to this podcast from episode 1, woo, give yourself a round of applause. Pat yourself on the back because, baby, I understand. I feel like we've come a long way from episode 1. I feel like we have. But within the first few episodes, I want to say by episode 11, 10 for sure, we had said that most podcasts fall off by episode 10. So if you continue your podcast and you make it to episode 11 or something like that, you're already in the top 1% of podcasts, right? So the crazy thing about it is there was this professional boxer and his girlfriend who I ran across on Instagram. I've seen them before. I like them from what they show is what I should say, because everybody got things they don't show, and from what they show, I like, right? So I was on their page and I thought they had a podcast. So then I went to to check out their podcast. Yeah, I think they stopped at episode 10. And they had this podcast years ago. So there's been no update within 2 or 3 years. So I was just like, oh shit, podcast people really do drop off at episode 10, 11. You gotta, if it is not for you, you're not going to continue it. I'm not saying that this is for me and, I'm proving a point to everybody. No, but what I'm saying is if you genuinely do not enjoy this, if this is genuinely not your interest, I don't know, you will drop off, because it's it was fun for the moment. Now the moment's over. That's what it is. Sometimes it's just the moment, So I'm actually really proud that we are over 80 episodes in. We are also coming up on our 3rd year anniversary, and I am super excited for that. I don't know what I'm going to do yet, but I do feel like it should be a special episode. I feel like every anniversary episode going forward should feel special. So me and the team are gonna get together and figure this out. I'm gonna see and plan this out, and I want to see what I can do. So that now that we got all that out of the way, let's get into our topic. So again, current event. I don't know if you guys are following the story. I personally am not. So correct me if I'm wrong. Drop some info about it if I'm wrong in the comments and let me know. Have you guys heard of the Hantavirus? I could be pronouncing it wrong. The Hantavirus that started on that cruise ship, I think that was in Australia. They said that at least a couple went to do an excursion, and they were basically out in the jungle, and this is a virus you get from rat shit, I think, and just, it's not a human to human virus. They said it's not like COVID, but it did supposedly spread on a cruise ship. 3 people, I believe. Because I'm not following it. So the last I heard, 3 people had died. I heard something about 40 people. I don't know if it was 40 people being infected or 40 people dying. I don't know. But I can say I heard of 3 people dying for sure. As far as this virus goes, now y'all know me. If y'all have been listening to this podcast or watching this podcast, tuning in from day one, y'all know me. You already know what the fuck I'ma say. Shut us the fuck down. Oh my goodness. I have been waiting since COVID for something like this to happen. Baby, I never thought in my lifetime I would have experienced a COVID thing. Now, I'm not wishing death on anybody because, yes, death is serious and death is we are dead longer than we are alive type of thing. But shut us down. Shut us down. Oh my goodness. It's not even about the stimulus check. Like, I'm not even like, oh, shut us down. Send me that 1,200 again. Let's start the PPPs up. No. I'm not even worried about all that. Shut us down and 6 feet us again. 6 feet us again. Don't. I really noticed how I be in the grocery store and y'all be all up on me again. I don't like that. I believe in personal space. I already don't even like to leave my house because there's too many of you guys out there. There's just too many people out there. Like, I was talking to this guy on my Instagram through my DMs, and we were talking, and I was like, yeah, I'm more of an introvert. Right? I can go out, I can do things. I like to be out with people I know. I don't like to be out with people I don't know. So I like to be out with people I know, I can trust. Top tier. Other than that, shut us down. I want to be in the house. I want to be left alone. I don't even like you like that. Like, I don't like people in my personal space. I don't like people all up on me. Ugh. I barely even like people touching me. It's shut us the fuck down. Like, I don't know. Like, have you guys heard about the Hantavirus? Like, what? Let me see if I could pull up some more information. But like, what? How y'all feeling about it? Like, are y'all like, yeah, shut us down, or are y'all like, yeah, shut us down, or are y'all like people on TikTok that I be watching that be like, sink that motherfucking ship. Don't let no more viruses in. They be on TikTok talking about sink that ship. Don't let them viruses get out. Oh my goodness. I hate y'all. I'm not gonna sit here like I do. I hate y'all so bad. So basically it's so hantavirus is a group of viruses spread by rodents causing severe respiratory illnesses. Hantavirus pulmonary syndrome, or HPS, in the Americas, and hemorrhagic fever with renal syndrome in Europe and Asia. Basically, I leave that shit on. I'm gonna leave that on the screen for y'all because obviously I probably butchered the name, but you guys get the point. With transmission primarily through inhaling aerosolized virus from rodent urine, feces, or saliva. Basically, this article was whooping my ass, and I was just a little embarrassed to admit that. But yeah, they said they said sink that shit. They said, why is y'all still going on cruises? Now, as somebody who cruises, I don't want to say faithfully or religiously, but I do cruise more than I fly out of country. And I've never experienced anything like this on my cruises. And I'm thankful for that. I've done like a lot of cruises. So I'm thankful for that because I'm still gonna cruise, y'all. I am. As a matter of fact, the next one I want to do is Virgin. It's not going to be the next one I do. The next one I do is Carnival, but the next one I want to do is Virgin. Because I'm a virgin. you know. You know. So Like, how y'all feel about this? Like, are y'all scared? Are y'all ready? Do you think because I feel like a lot of the debate is that we can't handle another virus. Whew. Is that financially we as a system would it would be the downfall of us. And I'm just here to say downfall us. Okay, downfall us. First off, America has too much fucking debt right now already. Worried about my goddamn credit score, and your shit is worse than fucking mine. You got more debt than I got, and you over here judging me. Shut us tank us, motherfucker. Tank us. Okay. On top of that, the housing market. Shit is unaffordable. The job market. Shit is crazy out here. Did you not hear me say I've been unemployed for 2 years? Now, granted, okay, 6 months of that, I probably really was not looking for a job. Maybe 5. I needed my birthday to be real good, okay? I didn't want not a disruption when it came to me. Even though I don't even think I did anything that year. I don't think I did anything that year, but so let's just say the first 5 months don't count. So a year and a half. I've been unemployed for a year and a half. I've never been unemployed this long, except for when I was genuinely in high school. I've never been unemployed this long. Your girl has always been able to get a job. Always. And again, although I'm not saying I'm above certain stuff, there's just certain stuff I don't want to do. I already don't want to work, and I'm not even going to go there right now. I already don't want to work. You think I want to work here? No. I'm trying to figure it out, right? Y'all, I'm trying to figure it out. But while I try to figure it out, I need this Hantavirus to come shut us down. Make things affordable. Hopefully, again, I feel like y'all gonna say if we get shut down, things are gonna be so much, inflation is gonna rise so high, but I mean, the average American ain't doing that well. If we want to keep it 100, the average American isn't in a position that's doing that well. I feel like, and I'm speaking for myself as well, the average American is one paycheck away from being homeless. Not even one paycheck, one tragedy away from being homeless. And I know you might be saying, maybe not you, because we're non-judgmental over here, but you fucking haters who listen might be saying, well, bitch, you're unemployed anyway. So yeah, one tragedy away does make you very close to homeless. Does, yeah. But I felt like that even when I was working full time, 40 hours a week. Yeah. So with that being said, to any haters who tune in, because yeah, although I do believe I do have a nice support system, a nice group of supporters, a nice I call y'all teammates, but I really want to think of a cute name. I'm gonna think about it. I just feel like, yeah, I feel like that before. That's why when I see homeless people, this completely has nothing to do with Hantavirus, but that's why when I see homeless people, I used to give them at least $1, whatever little change I had in my car, because I just feel like we're all one tragedy away from being in that same position. God forbid. And I do my best not to look down on people because I don't know what got you there, you know. And who am I to judge? Nobody. Just a girl out here trying to do their best, same as you. Except I got somewhere I can go lay down safely without concern. Um, yeah. So I'm hoping that this Hantavirus, we really do get shut down, y'all. Like, y'all want to? It's just me. I hope we do. Now, I posted a little video on TikTok about how I hope we get shut down from the Hantavirus. And there's people on my TikTok commenting, talking about, and it's no hate as of yet. Because, you got to reach a certain point till you get hate. Like, they love you. There was somebody, I feel like it was a content creator. I don't know who said it. I wish I knew so I could quote you for sure. But they said they love you until you reach a certain point, and that's where the hate comes in. So I'm not at a point right now in my social media journey where I receive a lot of hate. Like my videos can sometimes do numbers on the different platforms. They'll sometimes reach, I'm not gonna say it's gone viral, but they'll sometimes reach, I don't think I've gotten over like 5K on a viewing on the video yet. So, which that's still a lot of people if you think about it, but I don't feel like I've gone viral, so I don't feel like I have the hate that comes with it yet. But I know. Oh, you know what? I did. I didn't go viral, but I did receive hate like on a Trump video I had posted. And I still don't get no fucks. But skin thick as fuck. Skin thick as fuck, ass thick as fat. Ass thick as fuck. You know what I was trying to say. But the ass is fat is obviously what this body is trying to get to. Yeah. So people were just like, oh, well, with this current administration, which, fuck this current administration, but that's not my business. This current administration is not going to shut us down. They didn't want to shut down for COVID, yada yada this, yada yada that. And that is understandable. And I agree, you guys are right. But I can still hope we get shut down. That's all I'm saying. I can still hope we get shut down. If we get shut down, are y'all ready? Like, are y'all ready? Y'all remember when y'all shut down in COVID and y'all was stockpiling toilet paper? What was y'all doing with that? And paper towels. They had to put a limit on how many you can buy. What was y'all doing with that? Yeah. Yeah. I do I acknowledge a creator on TikTok that said we might have had a limit on a lot of things we could buy, but we didn't have a limit on no soap. And I never felt so That's right. We never ran out of soap. Why was soap never an issue? Now, me personally, I have made my own soap. I've made my own soap. I've made my own laundry detergent. So personally, those things I could run out of and be okay and still survive. Because I can just go make it. But what was y'all doing? I hope y'all was still showering. I do. One thing, I am so fucking tired. I'm trying. I have a long week again ahead of me planned. I am going swimming. I have a swim lesson today. Gotta wash my hair, then redo it. I also have an order to complete as NDC Baked Goods. Speaking of NDC Baked Goods, that right now, thank you to all the customers who continue to support, for everybody who continues to just like let people know, like, oh, you need a good cupcake? Yeah, my girl got you. Appreciate you. Appreciate you, because NDC Baked Goods has come through currently. Baby, my I'm not even gonna sit here and lie to you. My bank account was being overdrawn weekly. Weekly. And then April hit and y'all was like, you know what? We ain't purchased from your girl enough this year. And y'all didn't. But April came through and y'all helped y'all girl out in little ways, and I appreciate that, because then my account stopped being overdrawn. Yeah, it slowed it down. So appreciate you. Appreciate that. If y'all want to blow it up though, I will leave the handle on the screen so that y'all can go ahead and follow NDC Baked Goods. Yeah. Yeah, because we cook good. One thing I have been, you know what I said, if Hantavirus comes, I'm gonna do so much more than I did in COVID. I want to DIY the fuck out of stuff. I really want to learn how to like decorate, like do cake decorating more so. I'm gonna explore a lot of different other things and different other avenues and just work on my crafts more. Yes, please shut us down. Please, Hantavirus, do your thing. I want to say safely, but then that means we don't get a shutdown. I want to say with little casualty, but that means we don't get a shutdown. Uh, so I'll say God's will. Let God's will be done, because Lord knows I want him to shut this down. I know you guys seen that. I know you guys have seen. I don't know if they're like little clips or if somebody made it a voiceover and it's just gone viral that way. But I know you guys have seen like those videos or those clips of like Brinks trucks, and it's obviously a guy recording and a guy talking, and he's like, now if you love me, God, you'll just flip that motherfucker. If you fuck with me, God, you would just flip that motherfucker. And that's how I feel right now. That is how I feel about Hantavirus. God, if you love me, you'll just shut this bitch down. If you fuck with me, God, you gonna shut this bitch down. Oh, that's what I'm waiting for. That is what I'm waiting for. Like, man, I just, again, I'm praying that we have as much safety as we can. But I need just a little dangerous to shut this bitch down. Just a little. Yeah. Okay. So I can say it now, because by the time this gets around, I will have already come back. So yeah, shut this bitch down. Shut this bitch down. I was vacationing in COVID. Ain't have no issues. I be in Palm Springs. I was in San Diego. I was in Vegas. I think I went to Phoenix. Like, baby, shut this bitch down. We gonna leave Phoenix out though, because that it was a nice trip. I just, the company was not it. So but yeah, I did I go to did I go to Phoenix in COVID? I don't know. I ducked off and went a lot of places in COVID and didn't tell nobody. Oh yeah, I was ducking off and going a lot of places in COVID, and it really wasn't telling nobody. Like, yeah, I like that. So shut us down. Let me live my best life. Like, if you really want to see me happy, you really want to see your girl smile, let me do something where I ain't gotta give my time up for 40 hours a week for no paycheck. Okay, let me do something where I can do it like this. Do it from home. You see this smile I got on my face while I record and talk to y'all? Yeah. Yeah, I don't get that at work. At work I be like, hold on, I try I'm trying not to smile. I try not to laugh. Cause I enjoy this shit. Hold on. Yeah, real just real. I just trying. I was trying, but it's hard because I really love this shit. Anything NDC coded, I absolutely love. Anything NDC coded makes me smile. So when y'all see me in the stores and y'all be like, "Where's NDC? Are we still active?" Yeah, we still active. When y'all be like, "Oh, let me come on," yeah, yeah. Don't just talk it. If you really want to come on, come on. Yeah. Um. So yeah, that's that. As far as the Hantavirus goes, that's kind of all I got for y'all. I know this episode, right on time. Right on time. That's all I got for y'all with the Hantavirus. Shut us down. If you need another reminder on where I stand, shut us down. I didn't study for a reason. Shut us the fuck down. Okay. So, as far as like episode goes, I do have a Reddit for you guys. This one more so is like a Mother's Day Reddit. You know, there are Hantavirus Reddits, but yeah. Uh, yeah, those ones you kind of got to read yourself. They don't really be. They don't. Yeah. And there's a before I hit this Reddit, there's a one creator I know that's going around for sure. It's a white guy who is in his cabin. And he's like, yeah, there's a Hunter virus. We just want to go home to our families. We'll do this. Does your family want you home? After Corona, does your family want you home? I think they want you to quarantine. And the fact that they do not have to quarantine, because y'all know what y'all doing. Y'all trying to spread the virus some more. And I'm okay with that. So fuck it. Fuck it. I'm with y'all. Shut us the fuck down. ASAP. Appreciate you. Thank you. So this Reddit says, am I the asshole for quote unquote not doing enough for Mother's Day? So for context, I am a mother of 3 children. Every year, I am expected to forget whatever plans my family had for me for Mother's Day and instead do whatever my mother wants me to do. We always get my mom gifts and do something like send her flowers or cookies, etc. Well, I found out from my siblings that the things I've been doing are not quote unquote good enough. So last year, I tried to make reservations for my mom and I for brunch. She complained that it wasn't what she wanted to do. I said, okay, well, I don't know. I still got her gifts, etc. My husband cooked dinner for us that night. It- mm. My husband cooked dinner for us that night. That should have been a comment, not a pair. Whatever. Fuck it. This year, she called my sister and said that I better have something good planned. My husband told me he has something planned for just me and his. My husband told me he has something planned for just me from the kids and him. I don't know what it is, but when she asked what we were doing for Mother's Day, I told her the family had a surprise for me. She acted fine, then went and called my sister and once again complained that she was pissed I am doing something and her Mother's Day will be ruined, despite me having purchased gifts, etc. My sister lives out of state for context, so my mother will be alone. I feel like now that I am a mother, I should get my Mother's Day also. And she had her time. She is also getting gifts, etc. and she had her time and she is still getting gifts, etc. Last year, I found out the cookies we bought her and had sent her, she refused to eat and let them sit on the counter and mold. I'm so defeated. Am I the asshole for wanting my own Mother's Day with my family? So before I continue, you guys know, drop it in the comments. Let me know who you think is the asshole. Is it the daughter who is a mother, or is it the mom? Pause. Let me know in the comments what you think. Then come back and get my take. I'm gonna even give you a minute. Theoretically a minute, because that's a long ass time in the audio. Okay, that's a long ass time to be for some white noise. Okay, so theoretically, you pause it, and that's the minute. Do I think you're the asshole? No, no, I don't. I think that you are now a mother. It is Mother's Day. Granted, you still have a mother who is alive, and I do too. So I'm not saying it in a you should appreciate that you still have that time type of thing. But I mean, I don't know. Like, I'm not a mom, so I don't necessarily feel the need to like have a day, have the day. I don't have any feelings towards it besides my mother. So I spend it with her. If she wanted to do, I spend it in the house with her. She be in her room doing whatever she want to do. I just make sure not to bother her. You ain't cooking for me today, girl, because you don't cook for me on no day anymore. And I won't even go there. Not on this episode. Won't even go there. So, I'm not making her cook. I'm not asking her to cook for me or like do anything. Also, my mother's Jehovah's Witness. So, do with that information what you may. But yeah, we still try to see her. I mean, the way my dad was, he said that's your mother, not mine. So like Mother's Day, you get her a gift. Now that you're old enough, you do for her. She's your mother. And if my mother was alive, I would be doing for my mother on Mother's Day. I would be seeing my mother on Mother's Day. So I get, like, I get that aspect. My dad, that's not his mom, that's his wife. Cool. I think it's nice that your husband, of course, wants to do something for you from him and the kids. That's only right. They sound like they're young enough that they're not buying gifts. They're not doing things of that nature on their own. Love that for you. You deserve that. You are a mother. Okay. You do deserve to spend that day how you choose to spend it, whether it be with your own mother or not. I'm not going to say you're the asshole. I do think maybe your mom just might be lonely. I don't know, because it sounds like you just can't make her happy. So I really don't know. I would call her. I would go see her after I figured out what my husband had planned. Like, I don't know. This is a little compromise, I guess, But again, I'm not a mom. So I think I would still want to see my mom on Mother's Day if I was a mother, though. Like, oh. Now, I don't know. You got 3 kids. So obviously you've been a mother for a minute at this point. So I don't know. Sound like she's jealous, baby. I really ain't got much for you on this one. I'm not a mother, but any of them really want to drop a comments and let me know who you think is an asshole, then you do that. That's all I really got for you though, this episode. And if you don't like it, you should be appreciative. You're very ungrateful if you don't like this episode, because I barely came up with this, okay? I said, I've been struggling with episode episode ideas lately. And this came to me last minute. I said, oh yeah, I could work this one. For like a cool little 30 minutes. I can't give y'all an hour right now because I can't give y'all no hour right now. But I give you a little 30 minutes when it's a solo episode. I give you an hour when I got a guest. So appreciate what I gave to you. Okay. And you could appreciate me a little bit more by buying my sweater. It's summertime. So that's what I got for you guys today. I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. I hope you guys are liking, commenting, subscribing, hitting that bell notification so that you're notified every time we drop a new episode, as well as what? That's right. Tell a friend and tell a friend and tell a friend to pull up because they're going to love it here, just like you do. And I'll see you in next week's episode. Bye. You're still here? You know the show's over, right? Don't cry. We'll be back next week. I gotta go be a hoochie. In the meantime, catch up on the older episodes.